Hi. So let's dive in depth into the model of the mind and let's start understanding at a deeper level how our brain functions and why this is so essential and important for us to help others or to help ourselves removing blockages and move forward in any direction we want. So the mind is divided into three parts: the conscious, subconscious, unconscious. The conscious mind is our logical brain, our logical and analytical brain. It's the brain that can plan in an effective way any long-term project, that can compare things in a logical and rational way. It is the brain that can focus on things. It is the part of the mind that can weigh the pros and cons of the short term and the long term stuff and make rational decisions based on these balancing the pros and the cons, the short and the long term. So this is the logical part of the brain. Whereas the subconscious mind is the pure emotional brain. And the logic that drives the subconscious mind is totally different from the logic that drives the conscious mind. So the logic of the subconscious mind is the logic that says we need to avoid pain at any cost, and in particular, short-term pain, the pain of failure, the pain of rejection, the pain of anxiety, the pain of disappointment, the pain of, or sometimes the target is to avoid the worst pain. So if there are two possible pains, the subconscious mind will try to avoid the worst pain. Or if we have a short-term pain in the now and the short-term pain in a week, the subconscious mind or the logic of the subconscious mind will try to avoid the short-term pain of the now, which sometimes might not be the smartest thing to do. Sometimes we need to learn how to overcome the short-term pain. It's like being able to overcome difficulties and barriers and move through challenges and risks, even though it's painful and the anxiety can be painful and unpleasant to feel. But if we keep on moving forward, we go outside of it on the other side and we move towards success in any field: personal, social, intimate, career. So this subconscious mind is the opposite of the conscious. It holds our emotions, feelings, beliefs, and core beliefs, and mostly our limiting beliefs and our habits. They are stored in our subconscious mind. So, and then again, it is the opposite of the conscious. So, for example, if I want to quit smoking, the conscious mind is telling me, even though it's hard and you need to overcome the withdrawal syndromes, or you need to overcome the urge and the difficulty of the urge, because on the long term, it's way better for your health. That's the logic of the conscious mind. Whereas the logic of the subconscious mind would be saying, this is so hard, it's okay, things are going to be fine or not, I don't care. What I need is to reduce my stress and enjoy and have my reward through the cigarette. And the poison that comes with it, on the long term, with the long term impact, the subconscious mind won't see that and won't be affected by that. So we have two different logics fighting which one will impose the decision, and based on which decision we will act and we will make choices. So if I can quit smoking, then it's the conscious mind that was stronger and was able to impose the behavior, even though it's hard at the beginning. But with time, it's going to get better and easier, and we're going to get healthier. And if we cannot quit because we need the quick fix and we need the quick relief and the emotional impact, the positive emotional impact of the cigarette, when we feel nice, rewarded, we calm down, etc. There are so many positive emotional impact on the short term of the cigarette. So the subconscious mind made this choice and it was based on that. So they fight. And if we don't understand how the subconscious mind functions and the logic of the subconscious mind and what is the language of the subconscious mind so we can change it, understand what's wrong inside of it and change it, that's going to be very hard to move forward successfully, even though we might be coached or mentored to know what is the best strategy as an entrepreneur to reach our goal. But if the subconscious mind is not aligned, the advice and the mentorship and the recommendations and the strategies won't help because the internal aspect is blocked and we have big fears and anxieties and guilts and inner thoughts that are really blocking us from moving forward, even though consciously we know what we should do, but it's harder to impose it and to be consistent in it and to transform it into habits. Now, the unconscious mind is the body aspect of the subconscious mind. The unconscious mind is our breath, our posture, our facial expressions, the way we use our body and the way our bodies and organs are affected by our emotions. From the body language, 80% of the communication between human beings is unconscious, is through body language, attitude, facial expression, tone of voice. And this is how 80% of our communication happens through the unconscious mind. It decides what we attract, who is attracted to us, and to whom we are attracted on a personal, intimate, social, financial aspect. And it's highly affected by our emotions and beliefs. So these three parts of our brain and understanding the differences is so essential to be able to move forward. And this is what is unique in this course, is that we will dive into these parts of the brain so we can change them. See you in the next course. Oops.